to stay at my house,
Thanks, guys.
and he wasn't on TikTok. He was on Bigo. Am I allowed to say that?
Sure.
Anyway, that there was this girl named Nicole that was on there, and that she really liked him or something. I don't remember exactly. But then I don't remember hearing anything else about Nicole for a long time. It's just been in like the last couple of months or so that he was talking about this girl Nicole, and they got on live together, and he had so many views. And then he would tell me, "Oh, we're famous. We're on everything. We're everywhere. We're famous." And I thought to myself, there's a difference between famous and infamous. So I feel bad for her. He's using her for views. I don't know if he's getting money from her. Somebody said any gifts that people gave her, she gave to him. I don't know if that's true. But
I just
You
got
guys, this
tax
isn't Linda's.
information.
It's not Linda's account. You guys are gifting Linda.
Yeah.
It's great showing of love. It's not. It's getting deleted tomorrow, guys. Linda, as far as being your caretaker, taking care of you and taking care of her from afar, that's all BS, correct?
well, I mean, he gets on the phone with her. I've seen lives where he's told her, "Go brush your hair, go brush your teeth, take a
Right,
shower."
right.
I've
But for
seen
the last
that.
year and a half, no, right?
No. Just recently. So when he would say that to people for 2 years, I'm thinking, no, that's not right. But I didn't say anything because if I had, he just got mad, screamed, and hollered at me and told, whoever that I was lying. I didn't know what I was talking about. As far as Jerry helping me, Jerry was very little help to me.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very little. And I don't know if Sharon is on here or not, but I sent her pictures of the way he left my garage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm here, honey. I forgot to say you don't know me as Quinn. I'm here, Linda.
Oh, okay. Well, I sent you those pictures. Did you see them? I sent them on Messenger.
You just doxed me, ma'am. I don't care. I'm just kidding. Kidding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, Linda, it's me.
Oh, I'm terrible.
So he was
No,
not
you're
your
fine. I doxed myself.
caregiver.
Trust me. I don't care.
So he was
Anyway, I
never your
sent you-
official caregiver, like he claimed.
No.
Okay.
Well, and yeah, no, he did very little for me. If I felt bad about driving, I would get him to go with me because he could help me watch the road. But he didn't clean. He made messes. He was an absolute slob. I'm glad he stayed in the garage and not in my son's room because I would have had a heart attack over that room being like that. The garage was bad enough.
Okay. Did he do any select, we call them rugs on here, that you know about while he was at your house?
He did the green stuff.
Yep.
That's all I knew about.
Okay.
I made him go sit on the porch because I didn't want it in my house. Although my brand new chair has got a cigarette burn. I don't know if it's a cigarette burn or you know what burn, but he did smoke in my house when I asked him not to. But as far as anything else he did, I don't know. Some people have said he acted like he did other stuff. I don't know that. I couldn't watch him 24/7. Besides that, I didn't want to.
Okay. Did he take decent care of Ralph?
No.
Okay.
No, he didn't walk him. He would put him out there on this length of cable that had gone to one of those things I had bought with the big like screw that you screw down into the ground.
Yep.
But that was broken off. So he would tie or he would clip that and then he would clip it on Ralph's collar. And Ralph had just as long as that was, maybe 15 feet, if that long. And he had that much of a room to walk around. He didn't get out and walk him. And there were lots of times when I'd ask him, "Did you feed Ralph today?" "Oh, no, I don't think I fed," because Ralph is over there looking at an empty bowl. And he didn't fill up the water container. And well, what he would do would be he'd get a glass of water and then he'd pour it in the tray part, but to actually take the bottle part off and put water in it and put it back, no, he didn't do that.
Okay.
So he barely took care of Ralph.
Okay. Do you know anything about his parents? Obviously we know his dad is around and on TikTok, but there's kind of things coming out about his mom either being in an accident or not? Do you know?
He told me that his mother got hit by a truck.
Okay.
That's what he told me. Now, whether or not that's true, I don't know.
And his
I know
brother?
that
Yeah.
he said his brother killed himself.
Okay. So,
Oh, I
okay.
shouldn't have said that, right?
I don't
He
know.
unalived himself.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Did you ever hear their phone conversations not on TikTok when they would just talk?
Well, I would hear what he was saying, but
Was it anything different? Like, did he change what he was saying on,
mm,
you know,
no, I don't think so.
it sounded all the same?
Usually, if he was, if I was going, like if I was driving, he would be on TikTok, but sometimes he would call her, and all I could hear would be what he was saying,
Okay.
and I really wasn't paying that much attention
Sure.
because I was driving.
Okay.
Would I say he was a con man? Yes, he's a con man.
Mm-hmm.
Linda, didn't you say when me and you talked that he would tell Nicole things what to say, like, hey, go post this video of you acting this way?
I don't know that I ever saw him do that. I
Or was
think
it like a phone call, like of making up scenarios or something like that?
no, I never did hear that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm not saying it did or did not happen. I'm saying I didn't hear it.
Right.
I do know that I believe that he told her what to say about certain things
Kind of coached her in a way.
Right.
Is that
because when she would say stuff about I love you, I want to be with you, all that kind of stuff, he would say to her, now, I never, did I ever ask you to be my girlfriend? Did I ever ask you? And he would ask her a bunch of times and she'd finally say no, but she was looking at with those googly eyes and with that big old grin on her face.
almost waiting to, like, am I saying the right thing? Like, are you going to say, yep, that's right? Yeah, coaching a bit.
Yeah, and I know one time he told me that she told somebody that he was like her brother. And I didn't say it to him, but I thought to myself, well, yeah, I bet that's what you told her to say. But I've got 3 brothers, and I don't call them babe and go all crazy about I love you, I want to be with you.
Correct.
You don't
or
say
saying
that to your brother.
sexualized things, correct?
Yeah, you don't say that to your brother.
Right.
And so I figured that was what he told her to say.
Okay. That makes sense. So another question, the account that he's using right now, obviously it says your name now. Is this yours from before?
That. It was mine from before. One morning he came in my room and he was just like hyperventilating and wanted to know if he could use my account because he'd gotten banned again on his account. And I didn't use it. And I said, well, okay. And I don't know if he said to me, use it or have it. Either way, I really don't remember for sure. But after he was gone, I wanted to get it back. And I had got on there and I had put my name and then it had several other steps. But what I wanted to do was just completely delete that account and then make a new one. But I got to a place where it said if I had deleted the account that he was going to lose whatever money he had on there. And I figured that was a good way to have him end up back at my house where I didn't want him. So I did not do that.
Okay. But did you go in and change the name back trying to get the account back?
I put my name on there because I was wanting to, what I said, I wanted to just completely delete that account. Get rid of it.
So you tried to go back in and delete, but then so how does he still have access?
He changed stuff on there.
Okay.
But it still recognized my phone number or whatever, because if I tried to get on, it would take me directly to that page with my name, but his picture.
Okay.
So Linda, you do know that like you might be held liable to pay the taxes that he's making money on that account?
No.
Yeah. But if I were you, like in my personal opinion, I would say that I was hacked, and you have proof right here because
I would.
it has your name on there, but it's a man, so you were hacked.
Okay.
Or your account was stolen. He's using it under false pretenses because yes, you could, depending on how it's set up, you could be liable to pay the taxes
Well,
on whatever
need
he's
to
doing.
just
You guys, he's
call-
definitely watching, so this stuff I maybe wouldn't, so he has a heads up to like, boy, you know what I mean? He'll be 2
Mhm.
steps ahead of you to kibosh the
Sure.
truth.
Sure.
Are you
and
on?
they can see the lives are not Linda. Well, it's not my account, but it's me.
Right.
Suba's wondering why he got kicked out of the halfway house. Can you tell that story again, please?
Yes. So it was after church on a Monday night, and he was back there in the fellowship hall, and this little young girl, 13, 14 years old, came up and hugged him. And this lady he said came running at him. Now, I know her, and I really don't think she was running at him. But anyway, she said something to him like, "What are you doing? Don't you know she's 14 years old?" And then, knowing Jerry, I wasn't there to see the beginning of it. I'm just telling you what I was told, that he screamed at her and she screamed at him. And then her son came in there, and then he and Jerry were screaming at each other, and Jerry was going like, "Come on, come on, come on," you know how, like, trying to start a fight or whatever. And I just got my stuff and I left, because the guy who was the director of the halfway houses, he was coming in there then, and I figured some stuff was really going to hit the fan. So I got my cake plate and my dishes and I left. And then I called Jerry that night to find out what happened, and he said he got kicked out.
Were you ever afraid of having him in your house? Did you always feel comfortable? Were you okay? Were you safe?
There was one time when we had a big fight, and he was scaring me, and I called a friend of mine, well, the guy who ran the halfway houses, and asked him if I could borrow $200 because I wanted to give Jerry back the money that he had paid me for rent, and see if that I couldn't get him out of my house. But and we did call the police, and the police came out and told me, because he got mail here and I let him stay here, that they couldn't just make him leave. And I asked the policeman, well, what if I'm afraid? And what I was told was that if I didn't feel safe staying here, that I could go stay somewhere else.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he's figuring it out, but he's not allowed in here, so don't you worry about that. I already took that.
Well, I imagine I'll be getting an angry phone call, but okay.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't.
sure.
I
Just don't even answer.
I don't have to answer it. No.
Nope.
And you haven't answered, right, Linda?
No. The last time I talked to him on the phone, it's been several days. He just probably like Friday or Saturday, he called and I answered, and he just wanted to know if I was doing all right.
Mhm.
I figured he'd be calling to hit me up for money or something, but then he tried to call me on Monday 4 different times in a row, and I didn't answer because I was on the phone with someone else. And then he sent me a text message like, I wanted to talk about your money, but I guess you don't want it. And I don't remember what all, but anyway, I asked him to leave me alone.
So I asked you I told you last night about him saying that he talked to your son, and somebody might be able to fill up more about what he said your son said, but I do know, like, we hacked your account, or I don't know, somebody else might know better than I, but.
Well, my son did call me that night, that afternoon, or it was about night anyway, and he said, why is that idiot calling me? And I said, well, how would I know? And he said, well, he said he couldn't get in touch with you and that I needed to call and make sure you're okay. And I said, yeah, I'm okay. I'm better than okay. I feel like a giant weight has been lifted off of me, and I have my house back. I can actually sit in my own living room and watch TV if I want to. I don't have to hide in my room.
Mm-hmm.
But my son said he had drunk a beer or two, and he was in a motel room because his truck was broken down. So he said that he just didn't really want to talk to him, and he kept interrupting him and saying off the wall stuff to him. And that, he finally was like, I'm not interested in this, whatever. And he hung up. And then he called me, and I told him, yeah, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
And that Jerry was lying because he said that somebody had hacked my phone. I don't know how all these people have been able to call my phone if it's hacked.
Oh yeah, no. His phone's been hacked, so is Nicole's. Apparently I was one of the people who did it, but that obviously isn't true.
Oh, did you really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I'm like the chat knows, I'm really, really good at this stuff. No, I'm not. I have no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, Pebbles too. Yeah, who else? Who else? Like he was just
He
grasping.
said we all did.
Yeah, right. Like what? Okay.
All the people with purple hearts are bad people.
Yeah.
That's
Purple
what he
hearts are
said.
bad people.
Yeah, that's what he said because we put purple hearts for Nicole, for like Team Nicole or whatever, and he
Mhm.
said we're all bad people.
Mhm. Yeah, he is aware that something is
Ridiculous. He could buy 4 or 5 bus tickets for that. Anyway, he got $500 together, and I know 300 of it was money I gave him because that's how much I wanted him to get the hell out of my house. And the guy did come get him, and they left. And I was like so happy that he was gone.
Mhm.
And when I went to bed that night, I made sure that the front door was locked, the doorknob and the deadbolt was locked. And I went to my bed, and it was about midnight. I hadn't gone to sleep yet. And the next thing I know, I looked up and he's standing in my doorway of my room. I said, "What the hell? What are you doing here?"
Mhm.
And he said the guy decided he would only take him as far as the Georgia line. So they turned around and came back.
Okay.
And the guy kept all the money. And I had a key that was under my doormat that I had forgotten about, and that's how he got back in my house.
Okay.
Okay,
But
Linda, they also want to know if you know of Jerry being a registered SO.
No.
I
Okay.
think that might be the dad.
Okay, so it's not true. Okay.
Yeah, I think they have the same name or basically the same name.
Yeah.
But no, not that I know of. I think most of his things that he did were like theft or something with the rugs, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he had anything like that.
Okay.
I don't know what Jerry's on probation for. Somebody just asked me, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure people are going to start flooding in here, so just keep your eye out.
He told me that somebody had said that I didn't have cancer. No, that's not true. I do have cancer. I have cancer that's eventually going to kill me. Just don't know when.
Well, we all know that, and you don't have to feel obligated to explain that to anybody because I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
I wouldn't either. And that's why when I first got on TikTok, it was my mission to tell people, and I made several lives talking about this, and I don't know if maybe you could go back and find them. I don't know. That I had this sore in my ear canal, and I knew it was there, and I knew it wasn't getting any better. But I was divorced. I was working 7 days a week just to keep a roof over my head and gas in my car, and I didn't have any money for insurance, and I didn't have any money for a doctor. So I thought, well, I'll get Medicare, and when I get Medicare, I'll get it taken care of. Well, by the time I got Medicare, it was really too late to get it taken care of. And I had gone to the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville because I had to have a hysterectomy because I had endometrial cancer. And when the woman went to put the bonnet on my head when she was getting me ready in the little room before they take you to surgery, she saw my ear and she said, "Oh, what's this?" And I said, "Well, it's just a sore that won't heal." Well, the next thing I knew, I had all sorts and kinds of doctors and people in there looking at my ear. And my son even told me when the doctor called him to tell him about my hysterectomy, he told him like everything went well. We couldn't use the robots. We had to cut her open. So she's got a very large incision. Oh, and by the way, have you seen her ear? And he said after that, that's all he wanted to talk about was my ear. So a day or two after I had surgery, this doctor comes in who was the head of the ear, nose, and throat clinic there and looked at it. And he said, "Well, that's cancer." But they did a punch biopsy and it was cancer, so my message there is if you've got a medical condition that you know of that you need to get taken care of. I don't care if you don't have money. I don't care if you don't have insurance. Go get it taken care of, because if you don't, it could end up being very bad.
Absolutely. Well, we're all here for you, and everybody, this isn't really her account. So at the end of this, or in a little bit, I'll show her actual account, and you guys can go follow her. Maybe you'll be active on it more, and we can get everybody kind of there. And if they want to message you, they can, if that's all right. If you want that to happen, I will do that.
Yeah. But any other questions anybody has? Somebody has one that they thought of that didn't get asked. Just ask me, and I'll either answer it or I won't.
And the only, I would say right now, guys, they are aware of what's going on over here, and people are like spamming the chat. So if you want to go and report at this point, you can, on their side saying bullying, whatever, but just all do the same thing. Or false impersonation or whatever, because that is Linda's account. We have verified now that that is Linda's account. And yes, Suba says, please.
He's going to say I gave it to him, and I really don't know. I don't remember if I gave it to him.
It's still your name.
I do know I wanted to get it back.
Yeah. And it's still your name and probably your email and phone number. So I don't think he could keep it. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Is he trying to call you yet, Linda?
No.
Okay.
And I'm not going to answer him if he does call.
No.
Well, I'm not telling you that you can't. I just want to
yeah.
make you aware that he's aware that you're talking to us, and he's going to get very upset of that.
I don't doubt it. I bet he's having a conniption fit.
But I promise you, we're genuine people, and we care about all the people that have been affected by the madness of all of
let's
this.
put a red heart in, everybody. Spam the chat with red hearts to support Linda.
I do feel bad for Nicole. I do, because he's using her and feeding her a line of crap. Somebody told me that, now I don't know if this is true, and I don't remember who told me, but it would be like when he's talking to her just on the phone, that she believes that he cares about her. Whether he has told her that or not, I don't know. But she believes it. Because I saw one thing where she was talking about how much she loved him and she wanted to be with him, and they had feelings for each other. She didn't say, I have feelings for him. She said, we have feelings for each other.
Right.
And that's why I told him. And I told him one time when he did call me, it might have been the last time that he actually called me. He said, I was telling him that, he was talking about trolls, internet trolls, and calling the police and all that stuff. And I said, well, Jerry, I understand why people had called the police to check on Nicole. I understand it, because she is mentally challenged and they were worried about her. And I told him that she thought she was madly in love with him, and that she was going to be hurt eventually. And I said, no matter how it ends up, whether he ends up with her or he doesn't, either way, she's going to be hurt.
Exactly. So you don't need to keep this going.
Yes.
They said, can you have her say the name of the account and that she wants it back so we can let TikTok know?
Oh, the one that.
The one that he has. So can you verbally say it right now so that we can get it sent over to them, please?
Well, it comes up Jerry and Nicole.
Well, we know that, but it also comes up as your name.
Oh, my name, LindaCaggino.
And you do want your account back, correct?
I don't necessarily know that I want it back, but I don't want him using my name on it. And I didn't know when I put my name on it that he wasn't going to be able to get it off for like a month or something.
And the activity was not you, correct? The activity on the account was not you.
No, it hasn't been for, Perfect. I don't know how long it's been since he's had it. And he was mad at me. He sent me a message one time that said I was telling people he stole my account. I said, no, I never told anyone you stole my account. I told people you asked to use it.
Yeah.
Linda, somebody also wanted to know, do you feel like he used you?
To a certain extent, yes. I mean, he used me for a bank. He borrowed money from me constantly. And then
Yep.
he would get, and then I would be like, I would get exasperated with it. It's like $30 a day he was spending on that crap, not counting the green stuff. I'm talking about the stuff he bought at the vape shop.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's $900 a month. On a 30-day month, he was spending more than my rent payment. He was spending on that crap.
Yep, that seems to be a pattern we've seen a lot.
And
Another
somebody-
thing,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, another thing, people just want to say nobody was talking bad about you and that you had cancer. If he's trying to twist that, people really want you to know that nothing was.
Oh, he told me that some guy said that I should just die.
No,
And
no.
I said, well, Jerry,
That's
I am
horrible.
going to die. You know, we're all going to die as far as that goes.
Yeah, no.
Unless the Lord comes first. But, you know,
Yeah,
and somebody
nobody's
told me
talking.
that he actually made that guy say that.
It's probably
Somebody told
true.
me that. Yeah,
I
he made him say that.
right. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Everyone is here on your side for sure.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't know what kind of lies he's told. I'm sure that right now if he's on live with his people, that they're getting all worked up because he's telling them I'm telling all kinds of lies on him, even if he doesn't know what's being said.
Right. And
but I'm
that's
sure.
what we tried to keep it. We tried to keep them in their own little bubble there so you could have, because once he tries to come in, everybody gets shut down. No one can talk but him. So having a spot for you to talk without that interaction is what we wanted. If you were going to want to speak, you know?
Yeah.
And you have no reason to lie anyways. Like, why would somebody want to
No.
lie about the hurtful things
No.
that somebody else did to you when all you tried to do was help them?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
it's
Well,
not, and I'm sure it's very hurtful.
According to him, that's what he's doing for Nicole. He said all he does is help her. I've seen him on there doing all this big crying bit and talking about how much he helps Nicole. And oh my God,
Nope.
it's just disgusting. It's
Just as much as he helped you, right?
Linda, do
Well-
you know where his probation is out of?
I do not. It's a different county from this county, and I don't know which one it is.
Okay.
And there's only like 150 counties in Georgia or something, somewhere in South Georgia, but not here.
And then they
I
want to
don't know.
know, they also want to know, do you know what his probation stipulations are?
The only thing I know is he's supposed to be making a payment every month, and I know he hasn't been doing that. And I don't understand why they don't come get him for not paying it, because I can't think of the last time he made a payment.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't know. He told me that he had talked to his probation officer when he was going to go to New York, and the probation officer just said, call me when you get there. Now, that's what he told me was said. I don't know that that's true.
Yes.
Do you know
Misty.
how he was making money before, Nicole?
I know he made some money on Bigo.
Okay.
And then, and I was telling whoever I talked to this morning, I can't think of it now, and it was just in my head. There was a guy, a disabled guy that had cerebral palsy, and I think he was making money off of him. But then they had some kind of an issue of falling out. And then there was some woman that I don't remember her name, but she was giving him lots of stuff, lots of gifts. I don't think she was actually giving him money. I think she was buying him gifts, you know, on TikTok. He hasn't made any money with a job other than, so my landlord that owns my house, he owned a building that had a tattoo shop in it. And when the hurricane went through, it had peeled the roof pretty much off the building. And him and two other guys worked on that. He made a deal with my landlord to do it for far less than somebody else would have done it. That's the only money I know that he earned that he didn't get off of TikTok or Cash App or begging somebody to send him money so he could get food or whatever.
Okay, and then Linda, like, are you on Social Security or anything? You could call me later and tell me that, but I'm just kind of concerned if he's using your account, that I don't want you to lose your benefits because he's using your account under false
I won't use it.
pretenses under your name, and
Right.
your things can be taken away because he's
Well,
making so much
I
money
do
on it.
have I do get what you said, but I didn't start drawing it until it was already past the date where I could make as much money as I wanted to. They wouldn't take it back from me.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
we just
still
want to make
working.
sure this doesn't, or that account over there doesn't
what you
affect
said,
it.
what you said about the other thing, yeah, I really wish that my name was not on that account. I
Okay,
wish I
so
could
what
go
I'm
change it.
what I'm gonna do when we get off here is I'm gonna show you how you can get that account taken down and report it. And you can reach out to them and let them know that somebody is using that account in your name and it's not you.
Her personal information is attached to it, her phone number,
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
as far as I know, it is because yeah, when I would get on my phone and try to get on TikTok, it would take me directly to that page.
Is your social security number on that account?
No,
Okay.
It's not. So Jerry's
No.
is.
Of course.
did I put my? Do you have to put your social security number on there?
Okay, so like with TikTok, when you're getting gifts like he does.
I never got gifts. I never got gifts.
It
I
probably
don't think-
isn't.
I never got gifts. I don't remember putting my social security number on that. No.
But he doesn't have your information, correct? Like your social security number,
No.
anything that you're aware of.
No,
Okay.
not that I'm aware of. I'll put it that way.
Okay. I just want to protect you because I'm worried that if this does arise and that it comes back on you, we have the evidence to say we talked on this day and this time, and you know we have the footage of Linda saying it was not her.
Would you
And we
also
have-
maybe be willing to try and get her back into that account and change the password and all of the information so that he just doesn't have access to it, period?
Yes, I would be willing to help
That
her
would
with
be,
that.
because then, not saying this is right, but then you can at least say, hey, this is my account now, but someone had it for a while. Can you clean it up?
Yes, I can do that. Me and her actually, I'll call her later after I get the
Okay.
baby to bed and stuff, and me and her can discuss that off the app.
Yeah, because then he doesn't have the platform that is there with the phone.
Somebody also asked, tell her, can we give the info to All Money for the case?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so
As a matter
Christy,
of fact,
yes.
I think that I had requested because I had been seeing him on there and what he had to say about Jerry and
Okay.
how he was trying to get him for doing stuff.
Yep,
So
there's two of them that
I-
are helping.
I wish there was a way to get him for financial
Exploitation. He should be.
exploitation
Yes.
of Nicole.
Yes.
Yep. That's,
Because-
I'm pretty sure
because
that's
she's-
in the works, but we,
She's mentally challenged,
Correct.
and it would just seem like there should be some way. I know that you can't, like the lady from Adult Protective Services asked me about my finances, and he didn't have access to my finances.
Good.
okay.
But I do know that people do that to people and end up in a lot of trouble over it. But to the best of my knowledge, he never used anything that belonged to me, credit card or anything like that.
Okay, Suba said she can connect you directly with
Duba,
All Money.
do you want to come up? You have a lot of like legit questions that I think.
Who is that,
If-
Suba?
Yeah, Suba.
Okay,
If you
yeah,
want to,
she
you
come
can,
up.
just so you don't have to keep typing in the chat. I'm okay with
Do you
that.
know if he has access to Nicole's Cash App or Venmo? They're asking this in the chat.
I don't know.
Okay.
Is he wise enough to be a hacker? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hello. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Hi. If you want, we can connect you directly to All Money. If we can get him, if you want to give someone your number to pass on to him so you could talk to him directly if you'd like, we can pass that information over to him.
Okay. Well, I think the one whose live I'm on, do you not have my number? I called you.
I have your number, hun, and I can give it to
Okay.
Suba and she could pass the
Yeah,
information
Suba's
down.
good. Yep, that's
Okay.
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. That way we can, keep it all going straight to him. He's the one talking to police and everything and
Yeah,
trying to get everything taken care of. So
yeah.
I'm really
That's awesome.
sorry that he did all of that to you. And we're going to try to help everyone not be taking advantage of him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably be interested to speak with me. Yeah, I bet he
I'm
would.
sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. And
Well,
we
I
really,
don't want to talk to him.
yeah, we
Tell it to
really did.
Jerry.
Oh, it said he has that kid Christopher helping him hack. That's that blonde-headed kid he's talking to now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
I don't
knows?
believe Christopher's a hacker. I think that's just all for show.
Yeah.
But I just wanted you to know that nobody did say anything negative about your cancer or say anything hateful towards you or anything like that. And that really burned me up that he said that to you and just made you feel like sad about anything. That was very infuriating.
Well, he did a lot of stuff that was very infuriating. I know there was one. I didn't know he was. Yes, I did know he was recording this. I was sitting at my table in the kitchen, and he was talking to me, and he said, and I said, I think he asked me, had he ever laid a hand on me? And I said, no, Jerry never laid a hand on me, and I don't think that Jerry would ever lay a hand on me. And then he said to me, but you hit me. And I said, yeah, I hit you today. I took my hand and reached across the seat and kind of lightly punched him in the stomach because I was trying to drive and he was taking his finger and rubbing it on my mouth and just aggravating the crap out of me. So I said I did that just to be like, don't do that.
Like a child, almost like,
Well, I told him
walked
one
away.
time that he was. I told him one time when I was screaming and hollered at him that he was a child. That I said, you're just like a great big kid. I have to pick up after you. You all the time tell me you're a grown ass man. Well, why don't you act like one?
Did he ever look for a job out in town, have any intentions for that, or was this his goal?
No.
Okay.
No. He did have a job briefly when he was living in the houses. He was working at Captain D's in the back cooking food. And he didn't have that job for long, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, not long at all. And when he quit, he said it was because the people that worked back there would go out the back door and they were out there smoking crack. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. And knowing him and his mouth, he probably got himself fired and kicked out of there. But I don't know what happened. I just know what he said happened.
If you all could go over there and report for, I don't know if you could do rug use or anything, but yes, he is clearly rolling up something over there on his live.
Well, Linda, I just want to say thank you so much for coming in here and speaking because this has helped a lot of us, see and understand things a little more clear, and hearing it straight from you, helps people to, believe what you're saying and know that he's just a big fat liar. So we really want to thank you for that.
And Suba, I messaged you. I can't send you another message until you accept it.
Okay, I'll do that right here. Take it off.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Linda.
Thanks, Suba.
He owes her money and a new recliner, so maybe his chat needs to make that happen.
Right, exactly. No kidding.
That's funny. That's funny. How ironic would that be?
Linda, we can get you a new chair here really quick, I promise.
How much does he owe you again, Linda?
$142 cash money. And then he told me he would get me another chair, and I'd have to go look back in my records. I saved them where I bought that furniture. And I think that chair was about $600.
That sounds about right. They're not cheap.
So about $750 he owes you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really don't expect to get it. The chair burns me up. It really does, because I'm still making payments on that furniture and will be for at least another year. And
No, I completely understand. It's just your things that you work hard for to get.
He had no respect for my property. No respect.
Not at all.
And I've noticed that where he used to sit in that chair, that my rug, now the carpet in this house it sucks. So I've got an area rug that's over most of my living room. And there by that chair, it looks to me like the rug itself is burnt, like he was dumping ashes or dropped them or whatever.
See, Linda, it still does say your name on there. Do you see it?
Yeah, I thought, no, let's see. Yeah, I do see it.
Yep, it still says your name. So he's using your account under false pretenses because obviously that is not Linda.
No, I know somebody asked him, was he Linda now? Yeah.
Yeah, we were confused.
I did that, and I really was just going to delete that account, and that's what I wanted to do. But
Mm-hmm.
when it came up that he was going to lose any money he had on there, then I'm like, well, no, I can't do that because he'll be back here beating on my door or trying to come in the house. Now, the police did say that because he left of his own free will, that he doesn't live here anymore and he could not come back. And that if he did, to just call them and they would come and tell him that he had to leave or he would be criminally trespassed.
Yeah, I don't think
My
he's
son is calling me, y'all. I need
You
to
can
answer
go.
him.
Absolutely. We appreciate you so much, and we thank you
Okay.
for